Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Hello, everyone. What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gobind, and this is your Channel for Grace. Thank you to those of you that are here live in the chat, and thank you to those of you that are watching the replay. I really appreciate your support, and I want to thank you so much for being a part of this beautiful community. I want to say hi to Go With The Flow. Welcome in. Shannon, welcome in. Thank you for moderating. Happy Friday. Tina, how's it going? Yes, you are on the list. You don't have to do anything. I do want to welcome you guys and invite you to download my Free Moon Astrology Guide, which will give you and tell you what your psychic gifts are based off of your moon sign. And that also gets you on my email list. And I send out a weekly moon magic report giving you the forecast for the whole week ahead. So you get to see what's coming up, what energies are coming up. Hello, Valerie, welcome in, and how you can kind of navigate life. And there are some crazy transits that just astrology, I think so many more people have been getting into astrology, in these last couple of years because so many powerful transits and aspects are happening and conjunctions that with the outer planets that are really creating a lot of changing and a lot of shifting. And we're seeing it we're seeing materialize in front of our eyes in the world. So it is very important for us to stay aware. And astrology is one of those tools that can help us do that. So I wanted to invite you guys to do that. Also, hello, Sanders, welcome in. I am going to host a free mini soul healing retreat, which starts on August 23rd. And that is, there's a link in the description if you want to sign up for that. It's totally free. You just enter your name and your email. And then on the 23rd is the first day of the retreat. It's a 4-day retreat at home. You can do it from anywhere. I'm going to deliver the content to you via email. So every day you'll get a new email giving you like a video to watch or something to listen to, something to do, an activity to do. And it's going to be really fun for us to kind of connect together, especially right after this like intense Leo season has pretty much like moved through. And It's going to be right at the beginning of Virgo season, but we really are like harnessing the energy of Leo season and also taking a break, right? And giving ourselves time to just focus on ourselves. So I want to invite you to that as well. Make sure to sign up. Also, my new Starseed Essential Oil line is here. I do Starseed readings in case you're interested. If you want to know what your Starseed markings are, sign up for a Starseed Ancestry reading with me on my website. This month, I actually have a special. If you're in the US and you sign up for a Starseed reading, I'm going to give you a free oil. And I have the roller bottles or of the Starseed families. And I also have the spray bottles. I love this Andromeda one. The Andromeda one, I think, might be my favorite spray bottle. But anyways, you're going to get a free one if you're in the U.S. And if you're outside the U.S., good evening, Rob, then you will get a copy of my Stargates calendar for free. And that's really awesome. Also, we have Module 6 coming up. If you want to learn astrology, I teach astrology in a level 1 Aquarian astrology course. And I do modules. So we've done 5 modules so far. The fundamentals of astrology, the sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus. Now we're doing Mars. We're going planet by planet. The next one will be Jupiter, which is going to be really exciting too. But we're doing Module 6 on August 14th, so you don't want to miss that. It's at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. It starts, like I said, August 14th is the date that it starts. So it's available. Registration is now open and you can sign up for that. So there's a lot of other things that I have, but I don't want to overwhelm you guys with announcements, but I did want to make sure you guys knew the most important things that are coming up. And now let's get into the reading. So if you want to get a reading, you can choose from an astrology reading or a tarot reading. Within astrology, I can look at your natal chart. I can look at your transits. I can look at the progress chart or synastry between you and another person. And then in tarot, obviously, I have tarot and oracle cards that I do, and that's a very intuitive. Everything is intuitive, and I channel like pretty much everything I do. So that's the magic of this channel. So hey, Rebecca, welcome in. Thank you for being here. So it's $25 to get on the list for tonight. We have 3 people on the list: Tina, Sugar, and Rebecca. And so Tina, feel free to put up your question. We're kind of ready for that. But the list is open, so feel free to get on the list. We have a new moon that's coming up on Sunday. So right now we're in the dark of the moon. Somehow, I don't know why, but a lot of the mini readings end up happening on the dark of the moon. It's the craziest thing ever. So I feel like a lot of us are needing some guidance. I know, like, I have been talking to some people who have been feeling that like somber energy that's very Saturn-ish, but there's a lot of heaviness right now, a lot of heaviness. And this, let me actually check exactly where the moon is right now in this moment. See if it entered Leo yet. Not yet. It's at 26 degrees. So it is at the last degrees of Cancer. Oh man, it's making her opposition to Pluto. So here we go. The heaviness, the emotional heaviness that comes with this moment right now is definitely being felt everywhere. And things are getting crazier and crazier. Okay, so let's start with Tina's question. I'll take another shot at the Oracle Tarot. I love that. Oh, I love doing the Oracle and Tarot readings. And I will be using the Vice Versa Tarot tonight, the archetypes and the animal spirit, which I used for the magic of Venus that I did. I'm thinking of bringing back, I used to do a weekly intuitive reading for I used to do it on Periscope, and then I did it on YouTube for a while, and then I stopped. I'm thinking of bringing it back, a weekly show on Mondays where I do pull cards for the week for everyone, so it's like an intuitive reading. So let me know if you guys would like to see that. I'm trying to decide whether I want to do it live or whether I want to do it recorded and then uploaded. I think some Mondays I'll have to just record it and upload it, but I think I definitely want to do it every Monday. All right, let's see. You did an oracle and tarot reading for me a couple of weeks ago where I asked about whether another relationship was still in the cards for me in this lifetime. You pulled the Prince Charming Nine of Cups card along with other cards that said, indeed, love is around the corner. Well, the next day I met someone. Amazing. We've talked on the phone several times and exchanged dozens of emails. We haven't met in person yet. He's taking it slow for me. So far, he's wonderful, almost too perfect, says all the right things. We have a date to meet next week. His name is Martin. That's his information. February 12th. What is that? That's February. Is that Aquarius? Is he an Aquarius? 6 years younger than me. Not sure what my question should be other than, is he the real thing? Is this something to pursue or should I run like a jackrabbit? If you could read into the energies around him, I would appreciate it. And let our guards and angels show the cards. Okay, so we can totally do that. I want to give you, while I shuffle the cards, some just instinctual guidance about this situation. The first thing that comes up is you have to use your intuition to, yes, you have to use your intuition because the answer is already there. That's the first thing I want to say. Like I can, Aquarius run. I can give you the message, from your spirit guides, your angels or teachers, the connection and what this is bringing up. At the same time, I have to tell you that your intuition you already know the answer. So that's really funny, Rebecca. Well, Aquarius is going through a lot right now. They have Saturn on their either sun or rising or even moon, if they're an Aquarius moon. And they had that conjunction happen. Oh, geez. This is crazy. Okay, I'm just going to keep pulling cards. I can't even handle this. Is that? Very interesting. These cards are super intense. Oh. Okay. Is this upright or reversed? I think it's upright. Give me a moment because this is really quite the cards that just keep flying by. But I want to tell you, like, you can't just go by what I say. That's like the ultimate thing, right? I'm sure you already know that. But this actually seems pretty interesting. The first card you get is the Ten of Cups, and basically that's like union, sacred union, coming together, uniting your best life, the perfect relationship that you could have ever asked for. This is like life becoming like you finding fulfillment. All of those things are the Ten of Cups. I mean, whoa. To me, right away, this says, I mean, this is a very strong union. This is a very strong connection. Somehow, to me, this says this is meant to be. I don't know if this is something that is going to be exactly what you want it to be, but the connection itself is going to bring you a lot of comfort. It's going to bring you a lot of that feeling of security that we always ask for and we always want and need. And then you get the Hermit card. So the Hermit is a moment to go within and reflect. The Hermit is also a card that is like a solitary card because the Hermit, goes to his cave and just waits in a way. Processes things, thinks about things. The Hermit, I believe, is also Virgo, and Virgo energy is very it's not standoffish. It can be a little bit hang on, I'm not quite ready to come out of my cave. I need to see if this is going to be the right thing, right? The next card you get is the Hanged Man. It is upright, and there's 3 major arcanas, which means that this is a strong connection that has just somehow showed up into your life. But the Hanged Man says, take it slow. The Hanged Man and the Hermit are cards that say take it slow. Don't rush into it. Because if you do, it's going to create this maybe confusion, but not confusion as much as like what's the word I'm looking for? It might sabotage it, right? So I think this is important. I think there's a really strong message of like, it's going to where you want it to go. But also him, in a way, I think he's being really like reserved. Virgo can be very reserved. He's being very reserved with it. And the cards are saying this, you have to just wait a little bit. You can't just kind of like fly right into it. Think about it, feel it out, see what comes up. I need to grab something real quick. See what comes up, because something really intense is going to arrive with this situation. And the reason I say that is because you actually pulled the Tower card reversed. I believe this is the Tower card reversed. I can't really tell, but I know that it came in upside down. So, because the vice versa has like the reversal on the other side. But anyways, so the Tower card reversed. So when the Tower, this is so interesting. When the Tower card shows up, usually this means something like a Tower moment is about to arrive. And that Tower moment, although we fear it, we reject it, we resist it, it actually needs to happen. And the moment that it happens is the moment we move closer to where we want to go. The Tower card is reversed here, though, which is, it's like there's a resistance to it. There's a feeling of not wanting, something is wanting to end. Something wants to end so that there's something new that can take its place, but there's a resistance to it. So I don't know if this is essentially, I'm going to pull a couple more cards, but for more clarification, but I want to say that what I feel is there's a resistance to the falling into it. And it could be both. I think it's both. I think it's both of you guys. You're both resisting it. Not because he's resisting it because he's being reserved, he's being careful. But I think you're resisting it because you don't want to like fully like fall in love and just like throw yourself at it, right? Because then that will take you on a ride. But you're resisting it. And then the last card that we get, although you can't see the chair because it's green and I have a green screen, this is actually the Empress card. I think it's the Empress card. No, it's not. It's the Queen of Cups. Wow. Okay. So it's the Queen of Cups and she came reversed. So when we think of the Queen of Cups and so the reversals in this deck, they always show them like, you can't even see it. This kind of sucks, but she's sitting on her throne of like, it looks like it's made out of an emerald, a huge emerald stone chair. There's an, ibis, which is that Egyptian bird that's known like sacred energy. But in the front, when you see her from the front, she's actually holding the cup and she is like at her best in terms of being emotionally stable. However, when the Queen of Cups is reversed, I think it means that again, I feel a resistance. I don't even really know exactly what it is that I'm feeling. I want to pull, let's see. I'm going to do a couple more of the tarot cards. So, because it's almost like the magic is here. It's a sacred union. It's something really beautiful, something really powerful, but it's not quite time yet for it to like fully flourish. And there's even resistance on both of your ends to it. And the Queen of Cups reversed to me also feels like the same thing I was talking about with the Tower card is that there's a block to the emotions. Instead of like being stable, emotionally stable, embracing the emotions and knowing how you feel, like trusting your feelings, there's a way of not trusting, because we did just pull, interestingly enough, the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups, which means that this is someone that you've known before in a past life. The 6 of Cups talks about, when it talks about sacred union and those kind of messages, it says it could be karmic, but it's definitely something that a person that you've known before. Maybe that's why you're both like feeling the intensity, but both like, what is going on? Why is this, so intense? Why are we both feeling like, not fully giving in to the connection? And then the last card you get is the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands. So what needs to happen next? This is good. This is good clarification. What needs to happen next is you need to plan something out. You need to allow expansion to happen. You need to take a moment to like get ready for this. Prepare yourself. That's what it's saying. Prepare yourself, because I feel like this is going to be this has the potential to be a very beautiful connection. Someone that you've known before in a past life. So I would say that get ready for meeting him, like prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, find your grounding, be in your center, and see what happens. So that's what I get. You said I knew it. Oh, I love that. I love the confirmation. I love that. I was reading for Tina Niesha. I was doing a personal reading for Tina. She's like, "You're talking about me." So there we go. Thank you so much, Tina. I hope that one also passes the test. Look at my cup. Oh my God. I grabbed this cup. I have a giant tea here. I am the boss. So I told him this very thing. Yeah. No, for sure. It's like something's there. When it's that heavy and it's that intense, it's like something's going on. Are you able to paste it on here, Sugar? You're welcome. If you would like to get a reading, Niesha, you can get on the list. It's $25 to my PayPal to get on the list, and then I'll do a personal reading for you here live on the channel. I do these every Friday. I do appreciate you being here and hanging out with us. I am going to be doing, it's like there's the astrology of the moon, the new moon tomorrow night, and the moon ceremony, which is actually the Lion's Gate. So we're going to do an epic, powerful ceremony, kind of like a global meditation that like we did maybe like a couple of years ago or a year ago or something like that. No, it's got to be longer than that. But anyways, like a global type Lion's Gate meditation. And it's going to be like just out of this world. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people praying on that day, and we're going to set like a very powerful intention for this moon. And then there's going to be a week where I do just like regular broadcasts, and then right after that I'm going to do the individual signs for Virgo season, because it's like coming already. I can't even believe it. We're almost halfway through Leo season. You're welcome. You're an angel in skin suit. That is hilarious. Okay. So I think. Okay. Progressed chart reading. Have we done your progressed chart yet? I can't remember. I apologize if I have looked at it before or what. But let's pull up your chart, and I will switch on over to the screen so I can share with you guys the chart on the screen. All right, we've got December 22nd, 70, 4 a.m. in Malacca. And it's going to be available right here. And Lions, that's Shannon, Tina. Lion's Mane is Shannon. Shannon and I, speaking of Shannon, we are going to be hosting a essential oil challenge with the powerful, amazing doTERRA oils, which are, thank you, Rebecca, the oils that I have just recently released. And that'll be happening in September. So if anyone's interested, hello, Willie, welcome in. If anyone's interested in doing that challenge with us next week, I think Thursday night, I can't remember the exact date, we're going to go live here on YouTube and talk all about it and let you guys know all about it. So I'm really excited about that. Let's do secondary progressions for sugar. Okay, here we go. I've been doing starseed readings nonstop. I love it. It makes me so happy to know that you guys are wanting to know your starseed markings. Okay, so did Sugar answer the question? If she... Okay, we did a transit. Okay, so now we're doing a progress chart. So anyone who's curious about what the hell is a progress chart, this is it. Here you go. And the cool thing about this show is that you get to learn astrology along the way. So what we look at in a progress chart is the sun and the moon. We have to see what phase they're in, what sign they're in, all that good stuff. That gives us insight into the theme for the person's life. These are long-term themes because the planets in a progress chart move really, really slow. And so what happens is that I can't wait either. This helps us to understand what phase of life you are in. So your progressed sun. Damn. Give me a moment. Oh my God. Okay. So I love when people say progress chart and they're so intuitive about what the hell is going on. Damn, Gina. So here's what I have just noticed, okay? You are in your full moon phase. When the sun opposes the moon, there is a full moon. You were born with sun in Sag, moon in Libra. And right now, your progress chart is a full moon. What does this mean? When we look at the progressed chart and we look at when a new moon started, that means that there is a 28.5-year cycle that has begun. Right now, you're at the halfway point of that 28.5-year cycle, which means, what is that, 14 years? 14 years ago, you got to tell us what was happening in your life 14 years ago. Whatever was going on 14 years ago, when you had your new moon phase, this cycle is now coming to full culmination, to full completion, to full illumination. It is whether you feel like this is a good thing or a bad thing, or whether you feel like amazing things are happening or not, you are going through a very, very, very powerful and almost like spiritual transit. Because from this point on, and I mean, I'm talking like the moon just passed the sun. It's like 1 degree away from the sun in Leo, and the moon is in Leo. And not only that, is that you have North Node in Aquarius. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. So you have North Node in Aquarius, and then obviously the progressed sun is in Aquarius, conjunct your North Node, which means destiny. And then you have your South Node in Leo, close to Regulus, with the progressed moon in Leo conjunct your south node. So this is like mission oriented. This is some kind of a karmic cycle. This is the sun and the moon are literally illuminating your life mission, your nodal axis, what you came here to do right now. So that is awesome, Niesha. That is what is going on right now. From this point on, I'm actually going to go over here because this is what I like to do with the progress charts. I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to see. Okay, so you're going to feel a shift in energy starting April of 2022. So what is that? Less than a year, but April 2022, the moon is going to move into your progressed moon is going to move into Virgo. That's going to shift the energy. But right now you're dealing with karmic cycles that are ending. This could be also having to do with your career or your life path, and also home and family. These are the themes of your nodal axis. So that is literally what is happening right now. But from this point forward, you don't really have to do anything. Like, you just have to allow the energy to flow, and you got to enjoy what you harvested. Like, because the full moon is the time of harvest. So you're harvesting everything that you started 14 years ago. It is reaching its completion. And from now on, it's going to start, like, the moon will start waning gibbous in your progress chart. Eventually, it'll square the sun again, the third quarter square, and then it'll become balsamic dark moon. But that's another 14 years. So right now, enjoy this moment, because this is a powerful moment for you. And also, when you have a Leo full moon, because of all the signs, the Leo moon is one that helps you to shine your light really bright, to express yourself, and we're in Leo season, so there's a lot of Leo energy right now that's activating, and this is your 10th house is activating your south node in general in your transits. So right now, this is a big theme. You're dealing with things from the past, old karmic patterns, old stories that you are learning to let go of. That is what is happening. I was questioning about my purpose in life 14 years ago. Wow. Crazy. So thank you, Sugar. I like saying it like that. I don't know why. For getting this reading. So next we have Rebecca Schmidt. And then I know there's a few more people that got on the list, so I'm going to go update the list right now. We've got Shannon after Rebecca. And then after Shannon, we have Niesha. Tiavia. Spiritual essence. Okay. Got it. Yeah, pretty powerful stuff. Thank you, moderators, for being here. So, Rebecca, you can put up your question, and then the list is open, you guys. I usually take about 10 per every time I do these readings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's room for 4 more on the list if you want a reading. Rebecca says, I would love a tarot reading. Yay! Please ask for what my spirit team most wants to share with me to give me clarity. I feel a big transformation happening, but to where and what? Thank you. Okay, let's check it out. What does Rebecca need to know about this big transformation that she feels is coming or happening at the moment? You just got to enjoy the moment, sugar. Enjoy the moment. Everybody has you don't know the timing. You like with the progress chart, you don't really know the timing. So meaning the timing doesn't really matter. It's enjoy the moment. Enjoy this full moon phase, because the full moon phase is epic. What else does Rebecca need to know? Okay. I need to figure out, some of these are reversed, but I need to figure out if these are reversed. I think this one's upright. This one is reversed. Okay, reverse, reverse. Or this is, no, this is upright. I always get confused. Okay. So, 3 reversed and 1 upright. Okay, we start this reading with the King of Cups. The King of Cups, however, is reversed, or he's like facing the other way. Let me read your question again. To give you clarity, transformation to where or what? Dang, this is so interesting. So let me just tell you the cards. 8 of Cups. Eight of Cups. What the fuck? King of Cups. That's significant, though, that I said that, because you're walking away for sure for something. 5 of Pentacles, upright. The 5 of Swords in reverse. And this is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The reversals and the uprights confuse me in this deck. So what the King of Cups is, it's a little bit like the Queen of Cups, except it's like the masculine essence of it. When we see the King of Cups, we think emotional stability, we think balance, we think generous energy. The opposite of that would be manipulation, like ill will, obsession, things like that. And I think that for some reason that's showing up because we do have the 5 of Pentacles, which is upright. And the 5 of Pentacles upright is feeling it can be a feeling of being insecure. It can be a feeling of it's lack mentality. That's how I like to say it's kind of like lack mentality, because you feel like there's a poverty, there's a lack of something. Maybe you're coming from dealing with life in general that's just not been, things feel a little bit off. Things have been feeling a little bit off, and you may have been dealing with someone who's taking advantage of you or manipulating you, taking your money. I don't know, like, this is crazy, but this is what's coming through. It's very interesting. I'm trying to be like, okay, what are you guys really trying to say here? We do get the 5 of Swords, which is the one card here that is upright. And the 5 of Swords is conflict. It can mean conflict. It's almost like there could have been some kind of betrayal. And so it's causing conflict. I'm going to have to pull way more cards. But because of that, you are like facing the other way, because I see you as representing the Queen of Pentacles. And normally, and you see that there's a hawk. There's actually a hawk in this picture, and the hawk is the messenger of God. This all makes sense. Okay, good. I'm glad it makes sense to you. But if you're facing the other way, the hardship, the manipulation, the conflict, the betrayal, it's heavy. It's like weighing heavy on you. You're facing the other way. You're like, I don't want to look at that. I don't feel, I think you feel like you may be suffocating. It's making you feel, so you have to look the other way. Because we got the hawk, I want to pull one of the animal cards to see what the hawk, the message of like the animal spirit, the animal kingdom wants to bring in, of course. And I just shuffle, and this card was still at the bottom, which is the vulture. So we'll talk about the vulture too. But you got the golden egg, which is actually a really powerful card. It's a spiritual. It's a spirit. It's one of the spirit animals. The vulture is all about like purification. You need to purify yourself. The reason why you feel the intensity that's coming is because this is a purification for you. Because of everything you've experienced, you realize that you need to let go of some things that may be very difficult for you to let go of. And that's what the vulture does. It releases, it lets go, it doesn't hold on to things. You have to let that part just move forward and move on. The golden egg is, I believe it's the heart chakra, but let's verify that. Yes, it is the heart chakra. Message at the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. Wow, that freaking hawk, though, resides a message. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned, until we retreat from the noise of modern day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga nidra or meditation or anything else that helps to calm the mind. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection or contemplation. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart, staying open to any response you hear. Engaging with the energy of the golden egg is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very essence and comfortable with vulnerability. When a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises from deep within you, you know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell like you are seeing an old friend that's been away for a long, long time. Listen to the message they've been waiting to tell you. Wow. The golden egg in the fourth chakra. The subtle essence of the golden egg is nestled deep within the heart center at the fourth chakra. This chakra, called anahata, is the home of the self or the soul. Bringing the mind into this center, we discover a portal. Ooh, I love that word. To the most intimate and luminous space. It is said that our inner guide sits there in deep meditation, waiting for us. Anahata translates as the unstruck sound. Whoa. Okay, spirit guides. Thank you. Love it. Dang, it's heavy. What you've been dealing with is definitely heavy. I think it'll leave. You're transitioning out of it, but you have to go into that vulnerable space. Face those fears. All right, we got Shannon next. The golden egg. I know, it's really funny. That's so funny. Yeah, the vulture and then the golden egg. It's almost like the vulture laid the golden. Sorry. Oh, that's too funny. All right, we have we just did Rebecca. Oh, my pen ran out of ink. Make sure you drink a lot of water, Rebecca. Nourish yourself. My pen ran out of ink when I was doing your little check mark. It's dry. Moisturize yourself. Oh my God. I'm sorry. That was just, I couldn't help myself. So Shannon and then Nyesha and then, let's see if anyone else got on the list. Actually, we can check it real quick. We'll check it. I think that might be it though. Yeah, so far, that's it. That's the update. Okay. What's coming up? Maybe progressed you choose. Okay, let's pull up the chart. Oh, you guys have to tell me. Okay, so I just sent a couple of days ago, I sent like one order of the oils out, because a lot of you like purchased oils on Etsy, so those are like on your way. You probably got a notification. But then I've also started to send some of the oils for the special. So I want to know. I can't wait for you guys to get your oils, and then I want you to tell me what you think of them. Like, I can't wait to know what you think of the oils. Like, because I'm so far, I'm the only one who's like played with them and stuff. This is the first time like they're out in the world. So I want to know if you guys, oh, what would really help me if you did make an order on Etsy is to leave a review once you get your oils. That will really help a lot. All right, we got 8775. 1055. I know, right? It's almost your birthday. Tomorrow. Damn, you're like having a damn, this moon is going to be on your sun, girl. This moon is going to be on your sun. That's so cool. Okay. So I am going to just look at this for a second. Damn, that's actually really, really cool. Let me just look at this real quick. I don't know if we've done progressions for you. Have we ever looked at progressions for you? Okay. Let's see here. I got you, Valerie. I got you. I love how you were keeping it a surprise after my starseed marking reading. You're like sending you a surprise. Yes, yes. They're fun. And I do, and you know, so Tina asked today, like, how do I choose which oil to send? If you've had a starseed reading, you probably know. One thing, too, I can actually tell you, Tina, is that not everyone has that many starseed markings. Okay. So some people have a lot more than others, and there's nothing is like cooler or less cool because of that. But I think that's what it surprised you that you had so many. And I just want to tell you that like not everyone has that many. So for some people, it may be easier to sort of be like, oh, like these are the ones. But then for a chart like yours, which is a little bit like mine too, in terms of like there's so many starseed markings, you're just cosmic AF. My teacher told me that one time. I say, well, what does it mean if I have every single one of these markings in my chart? She was like, you're cosmic AF. And so for that reason, and also because I do everything like intuitively, that's how I choose the oils that I send to people. However, I will say this, that if your sun or your moon are on a starseed marking, I will favor those as like stronger connections to those star families versus like any other planet, because the sun and the moon really symbolize the essence of who you are. Okay, so we're looking at your progressed chart, Shannon, and what you have. You can't fix it? That's all right. So don't worry about it. So basically you have your progressed sun in the sign of Virgo, your progressed moon in the sign of Aries. You recently went through a full moon phase in your chart. You're like at the next phase that like Sugar is going to be in like next, right? Because like we just did a chart for her. So you recently had a full moon phase. So now the moon is waning gibbous. Waning gibbous. And so this is actually, interestingly enough, when the moon is waning gibbous, I actually let me read this for you. Because I just happen to have the book here, and I love this book, by the way. If you want to learn more about progressions, look at the book called Predictive Astrology, The Eagle and the Lark by Bernadette Brady. But what I want to do is tell you what happens when the moon is waxing gibbous. We'll have a little fun here. Okay. You are, okay, hang on. Yeah. The harvest is over. That which has not been reaped now has been left behind, has to be left behind. Whether this is a good thing or a bad thing, you are now at a stage of realizing that the lovely swelling energy of the full moon has stopped. People quite often change jobs in this phase, for all that can be achieved has been achieved from the present pathway. It is now time to examine the crop and reevaluate, to think about the current situation, to extract the most from what has recently been harvested. This phase represents the first waning phase of the moon, and thus is the commencement of a more internal, reflective, and productive period that will last in varying degrees for 14 years. Thus, the reason many people change jobs is because they sense that the time has passed when the job or goal could continue to offer a challenge. You are aware of periods when life is growing, bubbling, surging forward, and in the same way, you are aware of the times when that growth stops. Now is the time to use the skills or advantages gained in the growth period by manifesting these in the community. That's literally the phase that your moon is in right now. However, it's also in Aries, and Aries is a very like fiery energy. I want to do something, like let's take action, let's get things going. So you've got that going, you've got that phase going, but at the same time, the moon in Aries is like, you do want to move forward. You do have like passion and inspiration and a desire for something new, because that's the first sign of the zodiac. So the other thing that I want to mention about the phase that you're in right now, or at least within the transit, is that you also have Venus at 25, Juno at 16. These are the progressed. Of course, you know your natal stuff, but remember that the moon, the new moon, is going to be happening in Leo at 16 degrees, right on your Juno. So what on earth? Juno is the asteroid of sacred marriage and union. Venus is very close to this area. It's all in your 10th house of career. Like this is a new beginning. This moon is a new beginning for you in terms of like, this is big. This is powerful because you were born on a new moon in Leo, and you can set an intention for yourself, like for your soul, for like your inner being. And that is what is like, and it's about shining bright in the freaking limelight, in the public eye. And dude, we planned a live together for next week, like what? And it's all about career and life path and like a new journey, where you start to show yourself like in the public eye. And so, dang, that's just really cool. She says, oh yeah, I am feeling that. This makes sense to what's going on, and I have been so action-oriented but more confused. Yeah. So there's two things going on. One of them is telling you to like chill out, and the other one is telling you to pick and take action. And then you've got the new moon going, and that's why you feel a little pull in all directions. But I feel like this new moon is going to be like super powerful for you to set an intention that is for your life path. Like, what do you want for your life from this moment on? How do you want to, show up for the world? Super, super powerful. I love that. All right. That was Shannon's reading. And next we have Nyesha. And I don't think, oh yeah, we did. We had one more. Valerie got on the list. So let me just make sure. I'm going to update this. We've got Valerie next. Valerie's after Nyesha. All right, you guys. This is fun. Thank you. Thank you guys for getting on the list. Make sure to check out the special of the month. If you get a Starseed reading this month only, and spots will fill up, so you don't want to wait if you're interested. But you sign up for a Starseed reading, and you get a free essential oil blend from my new Starseed essential oil blend line. And then if you're outside of the US, that's for inside the US. Outside the US, you get a free Stargates calendar, which is epically awesome. I literally suggest and recommend that every single person that has gotten a Starseed reading from me gets the calendar, because that helps you to understand and work with your Starseed markings on a daily basis. And some people are like, well, what do I do now that I know who I am? And well, that's why I made the calendar. for that reason. So there you go. But the calendar is not just for the starseed. It's for anyone that wants to connect with the markings, with the fixed stars, with the ancient mythological stories, the symbolism, the hermetic alchemy aspect of astrology. I mean, it's like amazing. That is one way to do it. So, and I just love, and the next one will come out in the fall. So right now the summer edition is out. So there you go. You're welcome, Shannon. And we have another sign up. So we're waiting for Niesha's question, and then we've got Valerie, and then Tina. Did you just get on the list again? I think you did. That's so funny. So what we are going to do is I just lost my train of thought. I got distracted. Do you want an astrology reading after the tarot, Tina? That's so funny. You got on the list again. I was just like talking out of my ass. Oh, you want to progress your... Okay, I love it. I love it. Love it. So we've got Niesha, Valerie, Tina. We're waiting for Niesha's question. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's room for 3 more if anybody else wants to get on the list. You're going to be in and out. Oh, no worries. No worries, Shannon. Ooh, dinner. I want dinner. Okay, so here is Niesha's question. I really like this guy, but I'm afraid to open up with him. What is Mike's intention towards me? Okay, I'm going to do some cards. That's definitely a tarot kind of reading. So what does Niesha need to know about this guy? What are his intentions towards her? Mike. What are Mike's intentions towards her? And you guys are in communication? Let's do one more. Like you know each other, but you just haven't like gone fully, deep into conversation about how you feel. One more card, please. All right. Very interesting. This came out like this. You know what? I'm going to take them. We're going to take them. Okay, so let's see what we got. A lot of cards just came out. Okay. So the first card that popped its little head through is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups always brings in a message. I definitely feel his energy here. He's like offering something to you. The sort of what he's offering you is basically in the cup, like, and he's standing in the water, which is the sacred divine feminine energy. So this is actually, I feel like this is beautiful. I feel like he has a lot of feelings to share with you. I feel like he's literally standing in the water, like in the emotions. There is a lot that he wants to share with you. He looks a little stoic though. And it's almost like he's offering it, but it's like he's frozen in time, if that makes any sense. He's waiting. Wow, he's waiting. Interesting. The next card that comes out is the 7 of Pentacles, which is all about progress. It's also about reflection, moving forward. I think there's an energy of moving forward. Progress is being made. Okay, so maybe he starts off, with this essence of like, kind of, I want to bring in a message. I want to share something with you. I want to share emotions with you. I think intuitively, what's going on, or how he feels, because this is about feelings. And so how is this going to move forward? The Interestingly enough, the death card comes out, and the death card it's a transformation. It's an ending to a new beginning. We are both Sun in Libra, rising Aries, Venus Virgo, and my moon is in Aquarius and his is in Sag, Libra. So if you guys are both Sun in Libra, rising Aries, it means that you guys both, if I can see this correctly, your suns are conjunct in the 7th house of relationship. So that's right. When your suns are conjunct, that's a big deal. When your rising signs are conjunct, that's a big deal. Those are two like merging energies that help to you. It's like you understand each other very well. Interesting. But you're both ruled by Mars, which is the planet of action and drive. So you need to see where your Mars is in your chart. With Venus and Virgo, you guys are both very much a little bit picky, a little bit like, I not quite sure. You need to figure it out exactly. It has to be perfect. There's a lot of you might even have like everything, like a list, like everything needs to be this way. Everything needs to like express itself in this way. Otherwise, I may not be that into it. So Venus in Libra gets in the way of love. I mean, not Libra, sorry, Virgo. Venus in Virgo gets in the way of like love and sensuality, because it tries to focus too much on the details. And obviously, like, that loving connection doesn't want to focus on the details, but you guys both have Venus in Virgo. So that makes it challenging for the relationship, especially since you're both Libras. And then Aquarius and Sag are basically the moons are close to each other, but not exactly close to each other. Those are very different energies. But I could get into it further if there was a synastry reading. But let me continue on. So the Page of Cups is where it begins. The story begins, and it is a message. He comes offering something. I think the things will progress within the relationship if something has to end before it begins again. Something has to end before it begins. Whatever this is. Oh, wow. Because look at this. Well, interesting. Okay, so the next card that you get is the Four of Wands, but it is actually in reverse. So this is transition. This is change. This can also be tension. So whereas normally the Four of Wands is a card of celebration, here it feels like you're not quite there yet. What are his intentions towards her? I think he has thought about being with you, but it means that so much will have to change for him for some reason. He feels like a lot will have to change, so he's kind of resisting it. Because it means it's such a huge step for him. He's not sure like what to do with it, but he does have feelings for you, for sure. The Queen of Pentacles shows up, and I feel like this represents you and your essence. And this is the card that came out upright. The Queen of Pentacles is a very protective energy. It's very generous. It's very motherly. So he enjoys that receiving that from you. Like you are open, like you are here to give, like you want to give. I can feel that you want to give and you want to be there, but there's a little bit of like there's a little bit of gnarliness before you get to that place. What else do we have here? We have is this the Justice card? I believe it is. Yes. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, it's the Justice card reversed. So there's not quite that much justice right now going on. There's not that much balance going on right now. Maybe someone is being a little bit irresponsible. However, the energy is I think this is reversed. Yeah. So this is the this is reversed. So this is the Knight of Swords reversed. So the Knight of Swords is about energy moving really fast. There's a lot of like determination. Things want to move forward, but when it's in reverse, it feels like the opposite of that. Like things are not moving very fast, or they're moving very fast in a direction that maybe you don't want it to go. This can be a very like competitive energy. It can be very ambitious. It can be fearless, but at the same time, if it doesn't have direction, or if it's not directed at the right place, it can end up not feeling like you want it to feel. And then the last card that we get is the Lover's card reversed, which is about conflict, disharmony, temptation. Not exactly like beautiful, coming together energy. So let me recap what I energetically feel from these cards. So I think he has feelings for you. I think that it's a little bit too much. He feels like it's gonna take it too far if he does share these feelings with you. He ponders it, but he also feels like if he goes through with this, his life will change a lot, and it may not feel the way that he really wants it to feel. And so what it's causing for you, who are kind of open and you kind of want the relationship, you are kind of available for it, is you feel like there's no harmony. I don't think you're sensing the insecurity. You're sensing the disharmony within him. I don't think he has bad intentions towards you. I just think that like he sees this as a very, very drastic step forward that maybe he's not quite ready to take, because I wonder if he has someone else, or like I wonder if there's someone else in his life, that is that could be, distracting him a little bit. The card that we get at the bottom of the deck, interesting, why so many reversals, is actually the Strength card. I think this is the Strength card. I will verify. Yeah, it is the Strength card, but it is reversed. So weakness, doubt, impatience. Weakness, doubt, and impatience. And I think this card specifically is on, I feel this more like he may feel a little bit of like that weakness. You're the one that's feeling the impatience. But I think both of you somehow, because this is feeling a little bit so much turmoil, both are feeling like doubt, like you're doubting yourselves. So I think, let me pull one card. What's the solution to the clearing up of this energy? What's going to clear up this energy? Okay. So the Four of Swords, I believe it is reversed. So this is not the time to keep waiting. This is not the time to keep like stop resting. I think like action needs to be taken. Action needs to be taken, or you may be resisting, like just give it a second. And then the other card you get is the Queen of Wands reversed. So what's going to resolve this this uncomfortableness is to either take action towards your passion, because that is what wants to come through, or to take more time, give yourself more time to see if anything kind of shows up from him, if the message that was coming through from the Page of Cups wants to show up for him. Because the Queen of Wands reversed can be distracted, can be careless, can hurry too much. So don't hurry. This is saying stop trying to rush it. Definitely don't rush it, because he's going to feel that as stress. I don't think he's ready. That is my final answer. I don't think he's ready. He's scared of it. I think he's scared of what could possibly like come out of that. And even though it can be really beautiful, it doesn't show him like fully in it. He's almost like backing off. That's what I feel. I don't think he has bad intentions, but you're going to feel that as like rejection, of course, because that's what's coming up. So I hope that made sense to you. But thank you again for getting a reading. And next we have Valerie and then Tina again. And I'm going to check to see if anyone else got on the list. I don't think we did. Nope, that's it so far. So, all right, let's look at Valerie's progress chart. It was heavy. Like I did feel heavy. It's heavy, Nisha. It feels really heavy, emotionally heavy, like thought heavy. Like there's a lot of thinking, but also not feeling 100% sure. Okay, good. All right. Here we go. 5, 8, 8, 3, 2, 4, twain. Okay. Oh my God, that's so funny, Tina. Actually, that's a good idea. 5173. And I think I did just take a picture of it. Yes, I did. Let's go over here. That's a great idea. I am totally going to do that. I'm going to spray Andromeda again. And I am going to put on some of the Pleiades. That jasmine, man. All right, here we go, Valerie. Here we go. So one thing that I notice is that so interesting that your Mars is retrograde in your progress chart. It must have gone retrograde like right after you were born. But I think, let me actually find out when it went retrograde. Hang on. Could have been a while. Like way a while ago. Let's go. It could have been like soon after you were born, and I think that's why it may. Oh, it was in Gemini. Oh. Okay. I just, for some reason, I'm drawn to this, so I gotta look at when it started. Okay. and it was a while ago, but in 1987, you're like, what? In 1987, August of 1987, Mars went retrograde in your progress chart, and it was in Gemini. And when it went retrograde, this started like a very different energy to your life, because from that point you had been moving forward with, in the 8th house, moving forward with making changes to your life, allowing things to transform, taking action towards letting go of old things and moving into new energies, endings and beginnings. And then from that point on, something changed and your drive became a little more internal. I think you went within a little bit more. And then eventually, as he was retrograding, he actually retrograded. So you had been much more, when Mars progressed into Gemini from Taurus, that it's in your chart, you actually moved and it went through the Pleiades too, through Alcyone. But basically, when Mars moved into Gemini, was like there was a phase in your life where like you felt that what you wanted was to learn more. You were more curious. You wanted to figure things out. It was a mind thing. It was a curiosity thing. But then it went retrograde and things changed, and it finally moved back into Taurus, and that was in 2006. So then you're back in the Taurus energy, and it's a very reflective space. Now Mars may not go direct again in your chart, but up till now, that's what's been going on. I'm so curious. Yeah, we don't know from here on out if Mars is going to go direct again in your progress chart. It could. I don't know how long it was retrograde when it did go retrograde, like right after you were born. But that is something that shifted completely for you. It moved signs, it changed signs, and it went retrograde, and it was like, whoa, life just got a little bit crazy. Currently, what is happening is you have Sun in Scorpio and Moon in Sagittarius. So recently you had a new moon cycle. When did the cycle start? Okay, so in 2019. May, June 2019 is when you started a new moon cycle, and it was a new moon cycle that was a new moon in Scorpio. So a time in your life of deep, like, transformation, truth, discovering change, right? Like tower moments that create new energies. I want to read to you what when the moon entered Scorpio, basically what that meant for you. What was the new cycle, the next 28.5-year cycle that started? The social needs of balance crumble because the new moon was in Libra as you instinctively seek to express strong emotional needs. You hunger for intensity. The potential for this intensity to throw a situation out of balance is no longer a concern for you. Human relationships are now only worthy of energy if they contain strong emotions. Women can quite often give birth to a child while progressed moon is in Scorpio, as the Scorpio moon engenders very strong earthy bonds with another, permanent bonds. So that's like a very intense, like your next cycle of your life is very, very intense. Now the moon is actually in Sagittarius. So that energy has shifted, although that cycle continues, the theme of it continues, the energy has shifted to Sag. The shackles of intense one-to-one relating start to ease as you see the expansiveness of the unexplored world. You now have a burning desire to increase your worldview, to do things which have never been done before, to go to places that have never been seen before, and to think things that have never been thought before. Such desires cause you to push for greater independence. The key issue is to encounter that which is new. You no longer desire intensity as it reduces your ability to have an overview. You started your spiritual journey. Yes. Super intense. So that's what's going on. And the moon for you is actually in its crescent phase. So this is, you're in, without even knowing it, you're setting intentions for, for your life. You're setting intentions for the second phase of your life. The whole time span from the new moon right up to just before the first quarter is a time of new beginnings. New ideas start to bubble up to the surface of a person's mind. Growing from the seeds of the new moon, the individual reaches a time where he or she tentatively starts to manifest the drives or desires symbolized by the new moon some 3 years later, which for you, since the moon happens to be in Sag, is about expanding yourself, expanding your mind, expanding your horizons, learning new things. The crescent moon phase implies the end of this planting season as the deeds and actions of the previous few years start to take root, for better or for worse. Any new concepts or lifestyles brought into the life now will not take hold, for the ground has been planted and there is no room. The crescent moon phase is thus like a marker, giving the timing or cutoff point for the incorporation of new things the person wants to develop with the next cycle. This is the time of the emergence of the seed, the sprouts pushing up through the ground. Before the crescent moon phase, the seed was planted, but invisible. Only the farmer knows what has been planted in the field of life. The crescent moon phase is the time when everyone can see the type of plant. You start publicly to display the new direction that your life is taking. That new idea, the new hobby, the new interest quietly pursued before now starts to emerge and make a bigger statement in your life. Damn. There you go. There you go. That is what is happening for you right now in your progressed charts. That's where you're at. Super, super powerful transit. Yeah. That's what stands out. Hello, how's it going, Kim? Welcome in. Okay, so we got Tina again, and I think Tina wanted progress chart reading as well. So I'm going to, let's hop back on over here. And Tina, will you put up your information again? Oh, actually, I wonder if I actually have it here. Hang on. Here, I have your chart right here. Oh, but you want a progress chart. So if you don't mind, this will make it easier on me. If you could just put up your information in the chat, that would really, really help. Yeah, you're welcome, Valerie. I felt that reading. It was very, very, very intense. So we've got 12, 8, 7:28 p.m. Okay. Let's take a look at the progressed chart for you, my dear. All right, let's see what we got. Progressed sun in Aquarius. Progressed moon in Scorpio. Okay. I need to go back and listen to it again. Yeah, I know. Looking to see what I just left, where I'm at, and what I need to buckle up for. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So you are coming up to you're coming into the third quarter square, but it's going to be like a year transition into the full effect of the square. So we can look into what that means. Well, normally like something of challenge shows up and it needs to be released. It needs to be let go because your moon is getting ready to enter. It's in your progressed moon is in Scorpio. So you're going through that intense phase in terms of the moon, but it's coming up to the square, the last quarter square with the sun, which means that there's some kind of release that will happen, some kind of ending that has to finish so that you can move forward into the full release and the letting go, because the next phase after that is actually the it's actually the phase of the balsamic moon, which is full on let go. Let go, because a new moon is coming. You are going to have a new moon phase in about 7 or so years. You're going to see maybe a little more than that. 7 to 9 years from now is going to be another new moon phase. So here's what this phase is all about. This phase is the waning square and has the energy of the first quarter, but directed towards reorientation, the rearrangement of old skills. If the first quarter was symbolized by a young warrior using his sword for the first time, then this phase is the warrior putting a new handle on the sword or realizing that the sword needs sharpening in some way. You start to review your life situation. New ideas may start to come, but they are connected or concerned with old issues. Clients in this phase, meaning you, will happily take action and seek action, but it is action that restructures old skills rather than that which brings in new skills. This is also a very productive phase. If it is a square and the action implied by the square is coming from the wisdom learned in the earlier phases of the cycle. If the waxing part of the cycle can be likened to growing grapes, then the waning phase, and particularly the third quarter, can be likened to the making of the wine. That's beautiful. I love how this book explains everything. And the moon recently entered Scorpio. So you are going through that intensity. You're desiring truth. You're wanting intensity. You're wanting emotion. You're wanting depth in your life. And that's a phase that you're going to be going through for at least a couple of years, because the moon takes 2.5 years to change signs in a progressed chart. And that is, in a nutshell, what's really happening and what phase you're in. Based off of the progress chart. Let's see if I answered all the questions you had. Yeah, so you just left the crescent phase, which was the seeing the seed start to grow from the full moon phase, or not the crescent, excuse me, the waxing gibbous. So it was like relaxing. You're relaxing after the full moon phase. You notice that in your life about 7 years ago or so, something really significant happened, and then everything shifted and the energy started to kind of dissipate. And now you're getting ready to refine, your essence, refine your journey, reevaluate, look at things again, and then continue to move forward towards the balsamic phase, because the new moon will begin again in 7 years. And then you'll be like, okay, now you'll be in a whole new space in your life. And it's amazing how we all experience these new moons and full moons at completely different times in our lives. Like someone can experience a new moon phase in a progress chart soon after they're born. Some can experience it like halfway through life. Some people in adolescence, like you just never know when it's exactly going to happen. But that is basically what's going on for you right now in life, what phase that you're in. So there you go. There you go. I think the Lionsgate energy has us looking forward. Yes. Ooh, I love that. Lots of progress charts. Yes. Because it is true. These progress charts are definitely the ones that help you to understand the last phase and the next phase that's coming. And it does help you prepare a lot. She says, I have goosebumps. You are so spot on. You're amazing. Thank you. It's the astrology, my dear. It's the astrology. But thank you. Yes, thank you. I so appreciate your support. So thank you right back. Okay, that is everyone, you guys. I don't think there's anyone else on the list. And I think we can end it right there if unless someone gets on the list like within the next 5 seconds. Just kidding. But yeah, I think we'll just end it right there. Thank you guys so much for such a beautiful evening of readings. I so enjoyed doing these readings tonight. It felt like really truly connected. We're getting ready for a powerful new moon in Leo that's happening this weekend, and it is going to, I think, like the cat's going to come out of the bag in the collective. I really feel that. We've got the backing of our Starseed families during this Lionsgate. It is a rare event to have the new moon in Leo or any kind of powerful new or full moon in Leo happening exactly on the Lionsgate. So I'll be talking about that tomorrow night in the astrology video. And then on Sunday evening, we'll be doing the Lionsgate global meditation, new moon ceremony, all mixed into one. I can't wait for that. So thank you guys so much. Thank you to the moderators. Check out the description. Check out all the links. There's specials going on this month. I'm doing a free mini soul healing retreat. I want you guys to join me for that. It'll be starting on August 23rd. And we got module 6 of the Aquarian Astrology Level 1 course happening as well, all about Mars. That's happening in about a week. So don't miss that opportunity to do that class live. And I will see you guys again tomorrow to talk about the astrology of the new moon. Satnam.